Trailblazers back in front. Brendan Richardson able to go uncontested inside for the Clippers. Rasheed Wallace, however, is not playing.
Andre Lamar Odom was the big reason they got back into this game. And it's one of those things, you know, if the longer the team that's not supposed to stay in it stays in it.
He's been nursing a sore right hand and wrist after driving it on top of the rim on a missed dunk early. Anderson trying for moving a 3-second violation. And look back at Bonzi Wells, a man they need to come up big in the second half. He's been one of the top scorers at 16 a game, but on that play, as the basketball went ricocheting about 5 or 6 rows up, and he shows you how he hurt it. And it's been barking at him ever since.
Seemed to think it was pretty funny, didn't he? Like,
every time, yeah.
It's
considerably less funny the more swelling that occurs, doesn't it?
Exactly.
8 points, 4 out of 7 shooting for Bonzi.
And that's the third defensive 3 seconds we've had called in this game. They're getting right there. I may say this more than once throughout the course of the season. Either let the teams play zone defense or don't. One or the other. One of these stupid zone defense rules.
You've hated that.
Play zone or you don't play zone.
Right.
That's it.
Right. The rule is confusing enough, isn't it, for the average fan?
Oh, absolutely. It's confusing for the players. It's confusing for the players. And you can't park yourself underneath the bucket without being within arm's length of somebody. You got to be on the strong side of the ball.
Andre Miller swishes it home, and that was in traffic. He was pretty well defended along the baseline. So Andre has had trouble getting it together with his Clipper teammates after a terrific season with Cleveland, in which he had about 11 assists a game to lead the league. Randolph got inside, but missed it from close range.
Got numbers, got to go.
Nice kid there by Miller. And Maggette also fouled on the play for Maggette, the 6'6" man out of Duke. And end-to-end play for the Clippers. They've run real well tonight.
Well, it's not turnovers and block shots. It's what you do with them right there. Get out on the break. That was pretty cheap, I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, good strong move by Maggette, but yeah, I guess a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty ticky.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's something.
Let that go.
I'll tell you what. If he misses it, maybe I give him that foul.
Yeah.
And I let him go to the line for 2, but I'm not going to give him an and 1.
A very important for Portland to score well here in the third, other than the obvious reason. They are 23-7 this season when outscoring opponents in the third quarter. Randolph, with heavy traffic, couldn't get it.
Good outlet pass.
Jack Randolph had a real fine year for the Trailblazers. They call him C-Bowl. And a very pleasant surprise. After Rasheed Wallace was out with his 7-game suspension, he averaged 12 points, 6 rebounds a game and starting. Odom again, hard to the glass, but not. Anderson, will they leave him alone to shoot from out there? He certainly can. Scottie Pippen running the point. And that's worked out very well for the Trailblazers. Scottie, even at this age, has done a dynamite job. Well for the pass to Randolph. You like the move to Scottie Pippen?
Absolutely. Because Scottie Pippen does a better job of anybody on this team of incorporating all the teammates and what he's doing. And you see right there, the points go up, the field goal percentage goes up. If I had one word to describe Scottie Pippen over the course of his career, I'd say offensively, defensively, he just doesn't have to take a lot of shots to get things done. He's had 10 points in the first half, 3 for 3. To go along with 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He's a complete player. When he was younger, just an absolute heck of a defender.
It was on 2. Scottie Pippen assists. Anderson knocking back a 3.
I felt like if I kept talking long enough, he'd do something.
Well done, Tom. Well done. Those broadcasting courses are working out beautifully for you. His first 3-pointer made by either side tonight. Miller off the Parks. Cherokee Parks getting a start this evening. And then with Elton Brand on the bench because of a lower left leg bruise. It's Scottie again. Not this time for him.
Yeah, that's something you'll give him. There's only a couple years in his run with the Bulls. It was 95, 96, 96, 97, 2 years around there where he shot fairly decent from 3-point land. That's something you'll give him.
The Clippers moving the ball around beautifully tonight. Odom getting free for 2 more. He leads all scorers with 15 points. If they played like this consistently, they could be a lot to handle in the Western Conference. Instead, they're 19-37. They've lost 9 of 11. Hard to believe the way they played.
Oh, well, they can do it. They're just not very consistent with it at all. You're going to see the great steal-off right there by Lamar Odom, getting up and over Zach Randolph, but it all starts with the steal and the pass.
Getting on the pass, and a nice 2 from Odom. He's piling up with Derek Anderson. And so the Clippers giving Portland everything it can handle here on the Trailblazers home floor. Swing and another three-pointer on the way. Anderson can't get this one, but Scotty keeps it going on the play.
I just don't think they have a lot of flow offensively. Let's try this, let's try that, let's see if we can go here. There's nothing real consistent.
They go to Randolph. Randolph backs in a couple. He was one of the 6 Blazers who scored in double figures in Wednesday's win at Denver. They get very good balance when they are fluid. But they have not been this evening, not since the opening minutes. Odom with 15. And they've spread it around very well as well.
Wow. That's sneaky right there. That's getting into the lane, switching hands, using the rim to protect the ball. That's a couple of sweet plays by Andre Miller.
He's up to 10 points.
Not top the block shot.
No, the block shot earlier in the game was sensational. Scotty Pippen with a 2-point bucket. But to see a guard rise up and stump like that to defend and reject the shot was just sensational.
That's his shot right there.
Sean Rooks, who hasn't done much scoring tonight, but wide open, getting his 15th start of the season tonight. He likes that starting role.
Yeah, he can make shots. He's a guy that knows how to play the game. One of the reasons he's been in the league so long, and the fact that he went to the University of Arizona.
Played with Dan Stoudemire and Sean Elliott there on the breakout. And another stuff by McGinney. Corey McGinney getting free, and all of a sudden the Clippers have opened up a little bit of breathing room, 62-57.
Also played with Steve Kerr at the University of Arizona, and a devilishly handsome guy. You're sitting right next to him. Where was that going? Oh, goodness. Right on cue. Bad statement by me, bad pass by Scotty. That was coincides.
Anderson and Pippen in double figures. Rasheed Wallace is out tonight. He is nursing an Achilles injury. Odom had it snuffed back to him. And the Trailblazers survive. Patterson went right by his man for 2.
Bogart really did. And again, he should have been able to cut off that ankle. And Rui Patterson just got the edge and let him go right by him.
Thought for young viewers, the term bogarting, what's the genesis of that?
You know, that's a good question. There's a lot of terms in the NBA that you can kind of go with. You're not sure exactly the genesis, but you want to see what bogarting is? This is right here. But I'm just going to take it right at you and force you to either get at it. Well, what is that? I guess you actually have to touch somebody to bogart.
we heard Olay shut it up.
That was Olay is what that was. I mean, at least give the effort trying to get in front of the guy. He's like, hey, I'm a free agent. I got to think about myself here. Blood knee or something.
Miller hits the foul shot. I gotta believe it's the genesis is Humphrey Bogart, isn't it? I mean, a muscle man, a tough guy, get by something like that.
That could be.
Yeah, that might be a reason.
Well, I just never stopped to ask anybody.
It didn't stop me from using it implicitly. Miller made both. Andre Miller. And still capable of a big night. He's starting to light it up now. He has 37 and 16 assists in a game against New Jersey back in November, showing them a little bit of what he can do. He's up to 12 points. Randolph lays it in left-handed.
Well, it's hard to adjust the left-handed guys down there, especially good guys that get the jump hook going. You expect them to come from the other side, and all of a sudden, nice pass.
It's going to be off the Clippers, and so Portland has it. They're trailing by 3, 5:44 left here in the third. They've been running the offense. Daniels has it.
There should be no double here.
Pippen will pull up. And so the Clippers will come out of there with it. A 3-point advantage. Trying to grab a win on the road, and the wins just haven't been coming for the Clippers. They've lost 3 in a row. And 9 out of their last 11. Fourth quarter has been a horrendous quarter for them, but they've blown so many leads this season. We'll see what happens tonight. If you want to manage your own NBA team, log on to NBA.com to play Virtual GM. The second season. Here comes Scottie Pippen on the drive. He's hammered. And they're going to call that an offensive foul.
Yeah, all 3 of the officials had that one. Yeah. And I think that was a pretty good call. If you can get all 3 calls, all 3 officials to make that call simultaneously, then it's a pretty good idea. You ran into him right there. Yeah, he squared him up pretty good on that one.
Andre Miller taking the brunt of that. Foul on Scottie Pippen on the other end of the floor stops the clock at 4:52 in the third. Maurice Cheeks was watching tonight. He wanted to make sure he saw the ceremony where Patrick Ewing's number 33 was retired at Madison Square Garden. And he can't get it to go. Odom with a foul. He'll go to the line to try for the three-point play. He's given him a big lift tonight.
Well, McGee was the one that aggressively went to the glass. Gets his shot blocked. You can see him right here. Gets to the glass. Dale Davis gets a piece of it. And then Mark just happened to be standing there. I mean, sometimes offensive rebounds are hard work. Sometimes you're just standing around. The ball happens to bounce to you.
Right
that was
place,
one of those.
Time,
yes, exactly.
Odom has been very good at the foul line as of late. He came into the night having hit 25 out of 30 until I said something.
Nicely done.
Thank you. I'll apologize to Lamar after the game. But he signed up with Scottie Pippen. Those two are leaning on each other pretty good. Scottie in his 16th year in the NBA. Up against the 6'10 Lamar Odom as we look at the stats update. Odom with 17 points. Both teams still over 50% for the night.
Well, if they both end up over 50% at the end of the game, I'm buying the round tonight.
Randolph, they have you reaching for your wallet. Some of those dead presidents, Tom.
I'm telling you, both are 55%, both are 50%. I'm there.
You're a man of your words, Tom.
Shaper light around the table.
Yeah, that's right. Not the good stuff. Well, in your case, the really good stuff. Pippen, nice his way in. That's Scottie Pippen. That's vintage Scottie.
And with him, you at all costs, you got to try to cut off the driving lane with him and make him pull up and beat you over the top.
Timeout for the Clippers. Gentry wants to talk over Scottie Pippen attacking the rim.
Well, this guy, his whole career, knives, slithers, crossover, and then once he gets to the middle, it's all extension. You watch the extension right here from Scottie Pippen. Doot, doot, doot.
Scottie Pippen with 14 points. He's not only put the ball in the basket tonight, but he has passed for 7 assists. It's a one-point game.
Was a teammate of the greatest player to ever play the game in Michael Jordan. And if he's going to share his wisdom with you, you'd be stupid not to take that.
Well, 16 terrific years in the NBA for Scottie Pippen. I'll tell you one guy who has listened pretty closely, Rasheed Wallace. We talked about Rasheed was out of the lineup tonight with that injury. He's listed day to day. Pippen on the drive. Rebound. Knocked up around the rim. Davis thought he had it there in the tip. But he was hammered under that basket. You know, after a very bad loss, not that many this season, but the Trailblazers got beat around 15 points early in the season. Wallace was in the locker room after that game and laughing a little bit about something he had seen on the screen. He was watching another NBA game. Scottie Pippen got right up in his face. Cheeks talking about how he's not all that vocal, but on that night he certainly was. He said, man, we just got beat by 15 points. And reminded him in no uncertain terms that that's not how you want to act after a tough loss. And Wallace has really, because of the play of Scottie Pippen and because of the coaching of Maurice Cheeks, he's done a very good job of controlling himself as compared to past years. Those technical fouls are way down. And he's starting to mature.
No, absolutely. And the more you play, the more you go up on the seniority totem pole, and you realize that I'm one of the older statesmen on this team now. I got to be around, and hopefully you would think I got to set some kind of example for the younger guys in the team.
Quentin Richardson got hit underneath, comes away limping a little bit. 2:59 left in the third. The Clippers leading by 3.
Look at those socks. We got red socks, Odom, we got the black socks. I'm kind of digging the look, but that's generally reserved for like 80 years and up, isn't it?
Yeah,
where's the doctor think I put that on?
Down on the boardwalk. The Richardson can't get the first one.
That's the best, isn't it? The old man look. Like a Dockers with black socks or something.
Hey, we're all heading there, partner. One day, you know, it's just going to all of a sudden be upon you. You're going to wonder how you got there.
Docker man, black socks.
Almost. Tom Tomer, Dave O'Brien with you. Still well under the age of 80. Even combined, I think. Sports Center coming up next. We come to you from Rose Garden Arena here in Portland. The Clippers are hanging tough here. They got off a very bad shooting start, but then recovered. Really shot the lights out. Alvin Gentry, who has used 14 different men in his starting lineups this season, has referred to this as a season from hell because of all the injuries and all the games lost to injury. Patterson with a nice move. He stayed right with the
Someone's going to come over and help out. You see Ruben Patterson, shall we say, bogarting again. He's his way into the middle, but you see the defender's giving way. Someone's going to come over there and try to help out. Once he turns around, that's point-blank range. And if you're the Blazers, you realize you only have a little more than a quarter to tighten this thing up, and you don't want to blow a great tip right there. Who's going to raise their hand? Usually somebody raised their hand that wasn't even close to the play.
No, nobody did. It was either Cherokee Parks or it was going to be Melvin Eli. I'm not sure who.
But the point being, you don't want to look at the end of the season and find yourself one game into the 4th seed or the 3rd seed and say, yeah, this is a game we should have found a way to win.
Randolph is fouled on his turnaround. A 3-point lead for the Clippers. Eli hit him. It's a 6-10 man out of Fresno State. Let's look ahead to our NBA calendar now. We'll let you know where Tom Tomer's going to be coming up. Well, tomorrow it's the Kings and the Spurs at 4 o'clock on ESPN. Also the Grizzlies and the Mavericks, 8:30 Eastern Time. And on TNT on Thursday, how about the Nets and the Spurs or the 76ers and the Blazers? Good games coming up. Yeah, for that tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I will tell you where I'm going to be. I'm going to be on my couch watching you. Arizona, Stanford. See if Arizona can get some revenge for losing at home to the Stanford Cardinals.
That one on the West Coast on ABC. Terrific game for Arizona, ranked #1 in the country. But
there are 2 years and we couldn't win at Palo Alto. It was that floor and that stupid tree.
The floor bounces, that's right.
The floor's great. Mascot's not. That tree. What kind of mascot is that? A tree.
Maple.
Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous.
Well, Chris Wilcox gets into the game for the Clippers, their first-round draft pick out of Maryland. And Rasheed Wallace hanging on the bench. A 2-point lead for the Clippers, less than 2 minutes to play in the third. Miller directing traffic. Gets it back. Odom left alone for 3. A good look at it. Daniels pulled it in. Here come the Blazers. The spot up by Daniels. Cherokee Park trying to keep it alive. Took once, twice, 3 times by Davis. And because of his effort, Randolph got the basket.
That's been a trademark of the Trailblazers for many years. Battling on the offensive glass.
Odom got hung up. 9-70. Miller backing his way in. Odom got double teamed and had it stolen away by Daniels. And then Odom reached back and fouled him out of frustration. Well, the Blazers hit the glass hard.
We're just getting after it. Dale Davis, Zach Randolph. If you can't get it, just get a hand on it. Get a hand on it. Get a hand on it. Finally, someone gets it, lays it in. That's always the mindset of an offensive rebounder. If I can't grab it, I'm still going to tip it to somebody. I'm going to keep this thing alive.
So Rasheed and company like it a lot. Look at Derek Anderson on that bench. And so Antonio Daniels has 3 points.
got to be careful here for the Clippers. You played hard throughout the quarter. You had a lead. Antonio Daniels puts him up one. If he makes this, you can put him up two. You don't want to have a turnover and a bad shot here. Maybe the Trailblazers get a couple more buckets, and you end up down 6 going into the fourth quarter.
Daniels made 1 of 2. Portland up 1. But of course, taking good shots and making big plays late in games has not been a trademark of the Clippers. Anything but. On their way to 37 losses. Park swings it to Miller. They get the open look. Nice save underneath there. Otis comes in for close range. The outlets. Patterson caught up with first. Oh. 18 seconds left in the quarter.
Hold it.
Miller drives.
Do that.
Parks was fouled. It is still hurting on the other end. Grabbing at his arm, his elbow. 13.5 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Well, I'm not sure that last outlet was to anybody in particular.
That's right.
So just throw it out there and see if someone can go get it.
See who was the fastest
Yeah,
man on the ball.
exactly. Ruben Patterson's the one that got to it. And unfortunate break for the Clippers. They don't get the 2, they don't go 3. Andre Miller comes down and makes a nice play. And I was saying that I thought he should have backed it out and taken the last shot. But, you know, you get into a situation, and right here, this is just like, whee! Oh, who's that? Hey, cool, that's one of my guys down there. Patterson gets it, they go back the other way.
Like that Sunday afternoon pickup game in the high school gym, isn't it?
Yep.
You get real tight. Parks in it out. So we're tied at 71.
Now this is why my theory, you take the last shot. I'm not saying it was a bad play by Andre Miller, but if they score here, you've got the point.
Patterson in and out. And the clock will expire here to end the third, and we are tied at 71 on our way to the fourth quarter. So settle in for a good final period in Portland. It's the Clippers 71 and the Trailblazers 71. As we open up the fourth quarter, they lead at 73-71. Lamar Odom leading all scores with 19 points for Los Angeles. He's had a big night. 15 for Randolph for the Trailblazers. They have a balanced scoring attack. Scottie Pippen with 14. Derek Anderson 13. Sabonis gets back in. He had a very lengthy rest. But they can't connect on his first shot.
Look at this WD-40 game. Great follow.
Parks stuffing that miss in. And a foul too, Cherokee Parks. Foul, or I should say, Paikowski was fouled. It's a no basket. They waved that off. Foul came against the man at the line, Paikowski. Eric, the 19-year man out of Nebraska.
You see Sabonis just getting over, and he's just such a big man. And that's his weapon. But the further he gets away from the bucket, he has to actually move. He just doesn't really. He took off from the free throw line like chipped up one time and dunked over David Robinson in the World Game that you wouldn't believe if you saw it now.
No kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not kidding.
Sabonis, you talking?
Yeah, from the dotted line, he took off 1 foot. Ball hit the back of the rim, went straight up. David Robinson wanted to rebound it. And Sabonis just came over his back, rushed it on him.
My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, just an amazing athlete.
Get out of the way, 7'3", 292 pounds. So if you're in the way and you're unlucky enough, and that's what happened to Elton Brand the other night, Tuesday night, against Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq with a monster dunk, and the Clippers lost to the Lakers. And Brand wound up getting kicked. And because of that, he misses tonight's game. He got kicked in the letter. Deep shooting touch. He's run the floor brilliantly at times, passed it to. They do get it low for Zach Randolph for 2.
Well, he can't. How many times are you going to let a guy turn right shoulder on you when you know that's what he wants to do? Right shoulder. Make him turn around and shoot a turnaround jump shot instead of that little baby jump hook. And he's proven he's very proficient at it.
Randolph of Michigan State, he's improving with every game. 17 points, 10 rebounds tonight. A floater by Richardson, caught some rim, but it dropped in, and the Clippers go back in front. So back and forth we go inside 6 minutes. 18 times the lead has changed hands tonight.
About to change again, too.
You're right. Because it's Randolph again, and no one's guarding him.
Well, that was a nice up and under right there. That was made off the pass, off the penetration. And Randolph was the recipient of it, but he playing big down low.
Miller got himself free for a swish. That was pretty. Andre Miller.
That's fun. The guy's making shots. It's a good game.
Both teams throughout the game have shot over 50%. And if it ends that way, Tolbert is buying for everyone in the house. Anderson. 3-point bomb. Against Wallace. And the Blazer goes up again. And they lead by 2.
Well, 1 3-pointer by Derek Anderson just doubled the 3-point output. The whole game, only 2 3-pointers. It's fun to watch guys not just standing around the arc, cutting, diving, scoring, intermediate scoring. Who's been doing it for the Trailblazers? Zach Randolph, getting that big body down low, catch, 1 dribble, go over that right shoulder with a little baby jump hook, and he's got at least 4 buckets with that one. And then right there, Bonzi Wells creates it, little pump, up and under, and give it to me again. You work on the inside, you work on the inside.
Portland by 2.
ESPN's presentation of NBA Friday, brought to you by GMC. We are professional grade. Adidas Basketball, Forever Sport. And Bridgestone Tires. Advanced technology that gives you a grip on the future.
Kevin Frazier in the studio. The Celtics playing without Paul Pierce facing the Raptors. Vince rolling early, but he would finish just 5 of 18 from the floor. Meanwhile, late, Antoine Walker hits the bucket at 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists to lead the Celtics. Meanwhile, the Hornets keep pace with Boston. They're 1 game back in the 6th spot.
Each team with a foul to give. Each team with 1 20-second timeout. The Clippers, who have lost 19 times this year when leading in the 4th, have had 3 fourth-quarter leads here. 5:02 left as we come down the stretch.
Check by 2, and if you keep on the offensive glass, Clippers be okay.
Richardson knocking in 2. So Q-Dog with a pair to tie it at 92.
Might have flexed the muscle there, too.
Well, who will be the step-up man tonight that Allen Gentry and the Clippers have been looking for all season long in the 4th quarter? Pippen's done it so often. He slices in. And the foul. Scottie Pippen will go to the line.
I tell you what, he is hard to keep out of the middle. I can say you need to make him shoot over the top. You need to keep him on the outside. But he is just so good and so long. You see right there, not a very good technique by Odom at closing out. And then once he gets by you, whoop, they take the body and score.
Very balanced night for Pippen, who is the point guard now. 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. In his 16th year on a little Central Arkansas. He's playing with a swollen left knee. They had him out of the lineup earlier this week. He has Portland in front, 95-92. And he backed out. Richardson with a nice fake. Back to McGetty. Richardson took a peek at that shot clock. It's down 5. He looked away. Patterson. Oh, he threw it away. Right to McGetty. A 3-on-1 ignites him, and the foul on the play as well.
Why grab him?
Yeah.
Either let him go or wrap him up. One or the other.
Yeah, no effort to deny the shot.
Yeah, that's just it's a weak grab and let the guy go right by and lay it up and in. I mean, you're going to see right here, they just threw it right to McGetty. He was just standing there. And then, let it go at that point. Don't compound the air by sending the line. And just, there's no reason.
Bonzi Wells with a reach-back foul. And we are knotted up at 95 and a good one here in Portland. Sports Center coming your way as soon as we finish up here on ESPN from Portland. And we had a great game tonight at Madison Square Garden, a very emotional evening, as Patrick Ewing, number 33, was retired by the New York Knicks. Then that game went double overtime with Orlando. Where are we headed here? Scottie Pippen is short. Again, another second effort. Anderson is fouled. And he'll be shooting here. 3:41 to go. In the huddle, they were talking about second chance points and what they needed to do to keep the Blazers off.
Every possession becomes important right now, okay? But we can't keep having initial stop after initial stop and then have them give up a second shot, okay? Now, Mel, you got a big job. You got to keep some bonus off there, okay? Just play him hard, okay?
That was Alvin Gentry in his huddle during the last time out.
Well, 17 offensive rebounds, and the Clippers lose this game. That's the one the Cardinals are going to look at and say, you know what? That's where we really messed up. 25. I mean, that's just 16 points and 17 offensive rebounds. You can't do that. It's impossible.
Knocked down from the wing. A big shot by Maggette. Corey Maggette taking matters into his own hands. He has 19, and he ties it at 97. A big, big shot.
Smell overtime Friday.
Maybe another one coming. Patterson muscled his way, and he missed everything. He was looking for contact, and nothing came. Odom. Again. Odom got it back. Right back to the rack. Denied.
Trailblazers got away with one there. He had the ball 5 feet the bucket. Everybody took off.
Pippen pushed it up there, and it fell anyway. Scottie Pippen, who has shown such great leadership, 19 points. Maybe not the most vocal of leaders, as Bo Cheek said, but on the court, there are few in his class. And so with that bucket, by the 6-time world champ, Scottie Pippen, it's 99-97. Corey Maggette, no one came out to get him, and he knocked back a big, big three-pointer moments ago. That tied it for his Cheeks. Not thrilled with the defensive effort of his team, but he loves this, Tom.
Boy, if Lamar just let him go, get to the middle, a little pull-up jump shot.
Off the foot of Miller, it looked like. Anderson thought so. Miller knifing in the lane, had it blocked. Pippen snuck over. He was involved in the play. 2:21 left here in the fourth quarter.
The awareness on defense is Scottie Pippen. No one on there knows going to take it in, sneak up from behind, and take that one away. I mean, that's having your head on the swivel.
Well, the Clippers did not get a shot up. That was a shot clock violation. So they give it up. Pippen bounces low. Randolph had it partially blocked out of bounds. Shot clock is at 10. Portland will keep it.
Keeping the ball in Scottie Pippen's hands at the end of the game, letting him make the decisions of who's going to get the ball, when they're going to get it, and how they're going to get it.
There's Scottie. Off his fake by Odom. No foul. A tough shot by Scottie Pippen. It goes out of bounds with 6 seconds.
It looked like he slipped a little bit when he was shooting it, because he didn't get the elevation. That's why it was blocked by Odom.
Very awkward shot. He's going to have to fire it right away. The Clippers with a chance here inside 2 minutes. The Clippers also struggled to win games in the fourth quarter. Pippen gave it up to the tip up and in by Patterson.
What do you know? On the offensive rebound. Keeping it key, that's one of the reasons the Clippers can't hang on the lead.
One of the reasons they're 19-37. Now they're down 4 points. Scottie Pippen, all smiles late in the game. We've seen that look about 150 times.
You see right there in the open court, Bronzy Wells up. No, Ruben Patterson says, I'll clean you up, big fellow. Let me take care of that.
1:38 remaining in the fourth. The Clippers need a hero. It's minute and 38. Rasheed Wallace was supposed to be consigned to the bench tonight because of injury, but he has been working overtime over there, Tom.
It looks like he's about ready to get into coaching. He had a long coach to get to the coaching. But it's keeping go. Look at the clap, the yell, the up, and the up and down points. Three cheeks. He's up there, he's down there. The Clippers this quarter, 5 turnovers. And that's a sign of a team that can't finish. They don't know where they're going to go, who they're going to go to. Consequently, it turns the ball over.
And over the back foul by Anderson on that play. As the Clippers trying to work it into the paint, 1:31 on the clock. Now Gentry talking about exactly what Tom Tolbert just touched on. The need to find somebody. They've seen this so many times this year. The look on their faces is, as you said, wait for the other shoe to drop. As they've gone game after game in the fourth quarter. Will tonight be different, though? Miller makes the first one.
Well, like I said, if the belief's not really there until you can do it, and do it consistently, and they just haven't been able to do it, and they got to take care of the glass. They got to take care of the defensive glass. There's no reason you should over 50% on the road that you lose the basketball game, and the reason they're losing is because they haven't been able to take care of the glass.
20.7 assists for Andre Miller. That's the kind of night they expected from him on a regular basis when they acquired him from Cleveland. Scottie Pippen shoots it right away and knocks it down. A 2-point basket for Scottie.
Well, he didn't live with that one.
But he has 21 points. The Blazers up by 4 again. Tapped into the backcourt by Pippen. Now a three-pointer on the way. It rings out. Oh, that one was inside the cylinder by McGinnity, but he could not get it to go. Randolph picking off that rebound, a career-high number 12 for Zach Randolph. He gets it now. Facing Clark.
Going left.
Got it.
You got to make him put the ball on the ground to his right. He's proven he can hit that 17-footer. He's proven he can go left. And he's proven he can do a lot of stuff tonight.
He has 21 points to go with those dozen rebounds. Patterson sitting down right at center court, maybe cramping up. In fact, they're going to have to get him off the court. They're going to walk him off. But on the Blazers about to walk out of here with a win. They lead it 105-99.
Flurry, think if I was in the game, would it go to me? But I'm not in the game, so I'm not going to my understudy. Second year at Michigan State. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and give me some of that. And giving it to him all night long. What does the big fella think? I called that play. I called that play. I didn't have play.
Yeah. Well, if you be wearing a jacket inside and call that play. 105-99 Portland. 41.4 seconds left. This has been a sad tale relived many, many times this season by the Clippers and Alvin Gentry. He says he's not sleeping much. He hasn't all year. There's our reset. The Blazers with 2 full timeouts. There's 1:20 left for the Clippers.
This has got to be quick. This has got to be penetrate, pitch, see if you can get a three.
They do have Pinkowski into the ball game. Wells commits a foul. Monty Wells reports in. We've got Sports Center coming up next. McGinnity with 20 points. He's on a number of those at the line. He's 8 out of 9. Good foul shooter, as you can see. 5-point lead for the Trailblazers. Make that 4. Still a game here.
Timeout, Blazers.
A timeout for Portland. Mo Cheeks wants to talk over the last 36 seconds. Portland up 105-101 as we get a look at the leading scorers so far tonight. And a lot of balance on both teams. Randolph with a career game, 21 points, 12 rebounds. The Portland Trailblazers, who are right now 3 full games behind Sacramento in the Pacific, trying to gain another win. For Portland, Scottie Pippen, 24 points. Stay tuned for Sports Center coming up next. And tomorrow at 4, an NBA special, Sacramento and San Antonio. For Tom Colbert and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Dave O'Brien. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. Good night, everybody.
Inside the three-point arc, and the Portland Trailblazers win this one by the final of 109-103. You see Zach Randolph named there. A double-double as he fills in for Rasheed Wallace, who is out with an Achilles injury. Elton Brand was out for the Clippers. Lamar Odom, 23. Corey McGinnity, 21. And Andre Miller, 20. But the Clippers have lost 4 straight.